Well, good morning, everybody. It is a good morning on Thursday morning, right?
Absolutely.
Nick and Nick here, hanging out here in Mel Hambelton Ford. You guys get to hang out in the studio today.
I'm like, is it still morning? I guess it is.
It is still morning. I was looking at that too, exactly. So, hey, it's a racing weekend update. Let's kind of go through things. Let's go through last weekend. First of all, need to apologize to all the listeners for our technical difficulties on my show last week. It wasn't our fault. The actual website went down. It actually funnels the broadcast out to all the different places and stuff. So sorry about that. A few of you text me and everything else too. And much we can do when the old site goes down, right?
It happens.
So that's why we're also doing it in here today to check it out, make sure things work right, things go well. So let's back up and talk about last week, what all we did at MH Ford Racing. And Nick, you had a great weekend at Great Bend.
Yep, went to the Great Bend NHRA Lucas Oil race. It was a big regional Division 5 race. Very good car count. Awesome cars. This was one of the first years in a very long time that Great Bend was able to run top alcohol, top fuel, funny car, many of the really awesome classes that people really want to see. So it was nice to get to see those back in Great Bend. Their facility, after all the renovations, is beautiful. Really nice place to go check out.
So they did a lot of new stuff there and everything else like that. When's the next race at Great Bend? Do you know?
I think this weekend I have a points bracket race, but as far as a big one, they've got one coming up in I think 2 weeks. It's a pro mod race.
Pro mod race. Okay. So what's new? What else did we do last week with track support and all that stuff, Nick? We went to
Salina Speedway in Salina, Kansas for the IMCA season opener. There was a great turnout. There was like almost 100 cars in the pits and a lot of people out racing, which is a good sign. Racetrack was good. Races were good. Sold a lot of parts, tires, and fuel. So we can't be upset about that. Saturday night, we went down to Enid, Oklahoma for their weekly showdown there. They ran the late model series, the Sooner late model series, and their weekly divisions. And they also had a very good turnout. So it's great to see people making it out to the racetrack and racing some cars.
Very cool. So what's headed this week? What do we got up going and everything else from that part this week?
This weekend, we kind of have a little bit of a break in the action. We will be back at Salina Speedway Friday night, tomorrow night, for the second round of IMCA competition for the season. And then we're not going to be anywhere on Saturday. But the following weekend, I believe, let me pull it up here. I wasn't quite prepared. But the following weekend, we'll be back at Bar to Bar for the innovative motocross training camp. We get very heavily involved in that training camp when they have it out there every year, and we will be back out there next Saturday. As well as Salina Speedway next Friday. So race season's kicking off. We're going to be all over the place.
Nick, what do we got drag racing this week? We got anything at KID? Anything happen at KID or whatever?
Yeah, Friday night is test and tune with a gamblers race. So all the bracket racers that want to do a little bracket race, they have a gamblers $50 buy-in race. They'll also be doing a heads up small tire race, $100 buy-in. And then they're awarding $100 to the fastest or quickest pass in a car and a quickest pass on a motorcycle. So easy way to come make some money for certain people. And then Saturday is the first points race of the year since the last two, unfortunately, weather had canceled.
Okay, so we got some exciting stuff coming up. But Nick, we've got a huge event coming. Don't know the exact date off the top of my head. June 20th. June 10th. And we had a huge success last year out at Kansas International Dragway. We're bringing back Race for the Police.
Yep.
So what's anything new, anything different there that we can kind of let everybody know? You got to get ready for June the 10th. That's a Friday night, right?
Yep.
And we had a great crowd last year, and I think we're going to have even more fun with more things. So what's new and different for this year at Race the Police?
So this year, obviously, Wichita PD is back. We're working still with a few other agencies, but we did get a confirmation this morning from Sedgwick County. So Sedgwick County Police Department will be there also. So there'll be more officers to race this year. I know last year that was, we had a couple issues. One being, we're changing the way the gates are ran and getting people in the facility
Good deal.
faster.
Good deal.
We tested it with the first no prep race this year on bringing everyone straight to parking and then walking up and pay, and it worked out really well. So first thing came to mind was the biggest event would be the Beat the Heat race that this needed. So this will help alleviate the people in the wait times and sitting in lines and backing up all the way to the 96 highway.
Yes.
So that will be better. And then, the other thing was, people wanted to see the officers get to race more. And unfortunately, being the first one, the city was pretty worried, how it was going to go and how people were going to react to it. And obviously it was great and positive. So getting more departments involved will allow more races. So
that's cool. So is the Wichita PD, have they authorized more races yet? Or are we still waiting on that approval to get more races from Wichita PD?
Still waiting on that.
Still waiting on that. So we're still going to be contacting all the surrounding towns and try to get them involved. I know we've contacted some people at the Hennis Highway Patrol. So all the other cities around town here, we want to get in contact with them and make sure that they're invited, because the more departments or cities, I guess what you want to say, to get involved, we want to bring everybody involved. Last year was a huge success. We get this gate thing figured out better and have a lot more fun and everything else too. It's going to be a blast on June the 10th. Don't want to miss Race the Police, or you're calling it Beat the Heat. Beat the Heat. And we'll have all kinds of fun and exciting stuff on that Friday night. So don't want to miss that too. So as we progress forward, it looks like our equipment is working very well. So I'm sure we just had a website down last week, but I wanted to check everything out, make sure things were good to go. Nick, what's new at MH Ford Racing website, discounts, whatever, what's happening there? Anything?
Well, don't forget when you come into the store, bring your Mel Hambelton Racing rewards card there to get 5% back on all of your purchases, tires, parts, fuel, whatever it may be. And for all of you online shoppers, if you use promo code WELCOME at checkout, you will receive that same 5% discount right there on the spot. So mhfordracing.com, promo code WELCOME, and receive your 5% off there.
Okay, everybody, MH Ford Racing, excited for what's coming up this week, excited for June the 10th for Race the Police, or Beat the Heat. I keep getting that backwards in my mind, but anyway, Beat the Heat. All kinds of exciting stuff. Stay tuned to our weekly shows on Saturday morning, 9 to 10. Josh and I'll have a lot of fun, exciting there for you too. And every Thursday, we're going to try to tune in here with you and give you the latest updates, racing, and everything else from that standpoint. So everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you very soon.